Hi guys, I'm recording this on a new setup of sorts. I'm using a webcam, which is supposedly lower in video quality, and I've got my microphone plugged into my PC, so hopefully the compression won't be as fucked up and it's better audio quality. Let me know if that's the case. But yeah, thank you so much for the 500 subscribers. Hopefully that number will increase. I like to think it would. If not, then this is an awkward video. But it's quite funny to actually upload this and also my subscribers just tank. But anyway, no, thank you so much. And the comments have been amazing. I know I can be a bit critical of feedback, and to be fair, I shouldn't really give a shit because people will say all sorts on the internet. But regardless, I appreciate all the comments, all the positivity and the negativity. Thank you so much. I will be posting on the daily. Like, I don't know when I'm going to stop at this point. The topics might change. I might talk about, someone reached out to me on Instagram, I was speaking to him a lot, and I like talking about politics. I am a centrist. I'm not hard left or right. But England's going for a lot right now. It's going a lot for extremist views and stuff like this. I think it's wrapped around a major problem, which is the economic situation. But I try not to digress. I try not to go on about it too much. But I voted for the left. I voted for the right, and I've seen a massive divide. And what's scary right now, actually, especially with someone talking online on YouTube, is the sensitivity in terms of the right to be offended. And that seems to be more important than the right to free speech. So if I create anxiety online, or if someone perceives to what I'm saying to be giving anxiety to someone, the police might come around and have words with me. That's scary, because obviously it means that people can't speak their opinions. That is a big issue. So I don't know how I will navigate that, because I live in a country and it's getting really bad. I think about the 1984 book I read ages ago. You've got to be careful what you say. You've got to have a set way of thinking, otherwise you're in trouble. That seems to be the growing sentiment in my country. A lot to talk about there, but I don't know whether I should go down that route because it's divisive. Thank you so much for the subscribers. What am I going to say in this video? What I've been up to. So I probably look really tired. I've been up since 5 a.m. last night. I was learning dictionaries in the context of Python, stuff like that, key value pairs, how they're used in regards to other dictionaries, lists, and other stuff I've learned so far. Really interesting, actually. The stuff I'm learning is shaping up for me to understand how it can be used in real life applications. And I know a lot of people say, well, that sort of shit's been automated in terms of LLMs, part of NLP technologies. I get that, but at the end of the day, in order for, like when I built my website earlier, because I've got a bit of front-end experience, I realized I could use GPT to print me some CSS, which I could read quite easily, but it's very finicky, right? But it sped up my learning and but it sped up my website creation, which is acting as a portfolio at the moment. Might improve actually, but yeah, I'm quite happy with it so far. But LLMs are really good to facilitate the speed in which you write code, from my understanding. But in terms of learning, I like a book. I will continue to buy books especially when I'm earning more, and or when I'm earning, to be honest. Might be get some free ones actually. But anyway, I like to get books and I like to read. So yeah, I will continue to learn. I still need to go through this book. I'm on page 100. So I'm not even gone to the application stuff yet, where it's like you build projects based on what you've learned. I also have a really complicated book here, which is very mathematics based, called Mathematics for Machine Learning by Mark. I've got that meaty book to go through, and I might have to go through some mathematical basics when I read that. But yeah, that is the goal. But yeah, let me know if talking about politics is of interest. Let me know if what you guys think of the channel, really. People say I'm well spoken, which I appreciate, but that's something I need to improve on as well. I do need to improve on my speaking. Now, it may be the case I'm well spoken, but I was watching some videos by Vin Yang, and it's interesting because the way he talks is fascinating. It's so much volume and ups and downs in terms of his vocal tone. He smiles a lot. This is my problem with my video. I actually mentioned in the previous vlog, I need to smile more. What else? Yeah, he has pauses. He speaks slower. If you notice how fast I speak. One of the major issues with that, I used to live in a house share, and people, we had some students come from Spain and France, well, they're teachers basically. They really struggled to understand me because I spoke so fast. So one thing I'm going to try and do as well is slowly speak, or speak a bit. Hopefully that might help as well. But yeah, in terms of the growth, I think another issue as well. I'm going on a massive rant here because at this point, most people are not watching anyway. I did look at my analytics, and I'm hitting the 600. Well, actually, it's dropped down to 500 today, but I normally hit around the views within the last 48 hours between 5 to 600. And I need to stop looking at analytics, because then I go, okay, well, so what's the most popular viewed video so far? And it's a 7,000 view one. What's so good about that? And then I broke that down. The point is, there's not enough analytics, not enough data to go make any cohesive decision. And what I might do is, once I get this code done and I've got these daily videos on it, well, actually, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a program which can break down the analytics of all these videos. Hopefully I can download the YouTube content in terms of a CSV file, so I can use as tabular data, which I can clean and then sort of highlight into the LLM that I've got offline to see, what are the analytics of my videos? What do people want to watch? But until then, if you guys can let me know in the comments, that would be great. But I'm going on massively. I'm going on such a rant here. Thank you so much for the 500 subscribers. Thank you so much for the guys who watch my videos. And yeah, I'm going to carry on learning about dictionaries because I find it really interesting. And yeah, have a great weekend. Well, rest of the Sunday. It's now 6:30 as of recording. But yeah, cheers, guys.